It's the Non-Essential Rabbit Hole podcast. What day is it?
1,767.
That's right, of lockdown. My name is Josh Sharo. God, it
I'm,
used to work
Sean
so good
Doyle.
at one point. I used to say it, he used to say it, and then John would just fall into place.
Hairball John, yes.
everybody.
And it's day 28, boys. It's day 28.
Boy, it feels like day 100, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's day 400 of trying to get through the unemployment website.
Well, there was something I saw on the internet yesterday, and it said that nothing is going to happen until today at some point.
Nothing is going to happen in regards to what?
To your unemployment claim, because
Yeah.
it still shows pending or whatever, right?
It basically says if we have any questions, we'll contact you. And if we don't contact you, don't contact us. If you don't get any money, don't contact us. If your house is taken, please don't contact us. If you can no longer afford your internet, then you wouldn't even be reading this, so you don't have any way of contacting us.
Well, and I've understood. I have a friend right now who's in the process of the unemployment, and she has a situation where they can't verify her identity. So she has to reach out to a person that says, we cannot verify your identity. Please call, blah, 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 blah. And she's been trying since the lockdown, and she still can't get through.
Wow.
Well, I am exaggerating because I was able to get through last night only to find out that I can't file until after the 20th. So it has to be today. So after trying to get through last night, and I get the notification that says, yeah. So
Well, I hate to tell
I
you,
should have
I
just
see a
stayed
lot
up
of
for another
people-
hour.
A lot of people online today saying that it doesn't say anything different.
Yeah, that's all right.
But it's kinda-
it's going to come.
You kind of get the old person vibe, though, where that's all you have to do. You're just like, all I got to do today is get the friggin' unemployment done. So you've been looking forward to it for 4 fucking days.
Right.
Now you got nothing. How many days till trash
Yeah.
day?
Tomorrow.
Whoop, whoop.
Tomorrow. Yeah. My enjoyment yesterday was beating up the Sirius XM. Back.
What did you get it for?
So the bill was for $330 when it arrived.
Woo. For
And I
2
went,
vehicles?
Oh, hell no. No, for 1 vehicle. And this is the crazy thing, is that there are people out there that just turn around and pay it.
Yeah, they got money.
So
They don't give a
I
shit.
call, and obviously the guy is, and I don't care if I keep it, to be honest with you. My wife likes it in her vehicle, and that's about it. She listens to the comedy channel. So I call, and obviously they're all working from home now, because for one thing, I had to wait for 40 minutes, and then the guy is talking to me from what sounds like probably his carport, with either a very large woman breathing heavily over his shoulder, or there was a strong wind happening. I'm not sure which one it was.
Wow.
But he says, okay, well, let's see what you can do. I'm like, so look, here's the deal. I have 5% left on my phone. You have up for 3% to be able to take care of this. I'm not paying more than $5 a month. That's it. I don't want nothing. He goes, well, I can get you to 12. I'm like, dude, you're down to 4%. I'm telling you, you're wasting time. I don't want to deal with this shit. He goes, well, hold on a second. I'm like, oh, you better make it quick. So I don't know if you're doing a bathroom run, if you're feeding your dog. I don't know what you're doing, but you better come back quick. So he comes back and he goes, well, I can get you in you'll be at a total of 76. Whoa, no. He goes, but sir, that's $5 a month. I'm like, no, it's not. That's well over that's over $5. $5 a month is $60, Skippy. That's what I'm paying for the year. And he goes, well, you have taxes and licensing. I'm like, no, you have taxes and licensing. I have a check I'm going to write for $60. And there's silence. And he goes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked.
Nice.
You have to be able to do that. You can do that. You can do that with Charter. I do that with Charter every year, or Bresno, whatever it's called, Spectrum. They keep going bankrupt. I do that with that's actually my true enjoyment every year, is dealing with those things.
I just recently went through the same process to get my my Sirius done. So he gets the information and he says blah 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 blah. It shows me the options for the radio. 1 month all access is $21.99 plus fees and taxes. 1 month select is $16.99 plus fees and taxes, and 1 month of mostly music is $10.99 plus fees and taxes. I said I can't do it. I'm not paying that much. I was paying 5 something. And now you want me to pay 20 something? It's unreasonable, right? I'm not paying it. Okay, how about $16.99? I said I'll have to cancel. Right, that's what I typed right here. I'll have to cancel. and he says, and actually, I just got a response from my resources, and we got you a promo you might like. It's more affordable than the previous promo you had. Oh, really? They're such scam artists.
Oh, it's horrible. And the people that don't call them on it, can you imagine?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, they put their card on file.
Yep.
I remember it happened to somebody I know. Oh my gosh, I like $187. Oh, Sirius satellite radio yearly. It's a bitch trying to get it back. You can't get it back when they take it.
They don't.
That's what this was, Sean. That's what this was. And I'm like, you're giving it back.
You know what
and
they
then,
do now, though, is they put it towards a credit. So, like, I don't have to pay Sirius for, like, 4 months.
Woo.
Yeah, fucking right. I'm a big deal. What else happened?
No, that's about it.
Yeah.
It was a crappy day for me. It was a crappy day.
Did you get out of the house?
I did, and that's where I went wrong. I shouldn't have.
I shouldn't have stayed home.
No, I got this stupid thing going with a next door neighbor dumbass over a fence, and then I get to my studio and I got to get some things out of there. And what I do, I lock my keys inside my studio, of which now I can't get the spare keys that are in my car, and it's cold. So my wife is nice enough to we live close enough. She walked halfway. I went and got it. I was not in a good space yesterday. I actually threw a temper tantrum, and I have a stack of those Bay City Monsters activity books.
Yeah.
And they were scattered everywhere. I just lost my mind yesterday.
Like you threw them?
Oh, yeah. It's like when you clear off the top of a shelf. Mm-hmm. And there's nobody else on our floor except for one business that is some type of Michigan social services related or something. And I let out one of the, I guess they call them letting out the uglies. I'm like, son of a, and just screamed. I'm like, stuff flying everywhere. I'm like, okay. Meltdown. 53-year-old meltdown.
It happens.
Yeah. Did you feel better about it?
It took quite a while.
Well, you didn't put a helmet on and an umbrella over your head and wheel yourself around in a wheelchair in a garage, so...
It was fun for me.
No.
But he's on his point. Josh is on his breaking point. He's going to lose his shit.
Fucking right.
Any fucking minute.
It's awful.
Yeah.
This is terrible. And then now Sean gets to go back to work today and do a little bit of non-essential work, and he's like the big man on campus now, and he's prancing around here. I'm going back to fucking work today. What are you lazy asses doing?
Real. Yeah, it's just like what we talked about yesterday, though. Like, they can't come to the showroom. So basically, I got to kind of drum up my own business, go on social media and see if anybody's looking for anything.
Right.
And then there's like a process. So if they want to see the car, I got to have a driver take it to their house. If they like the car, they say, okay, that's the one we want. Then the negotiating's all through email or phone. And I guess all the paperwork signing is like a driver takes it back with 2 ink pens, and I'll find out more when I get there, but I'm not full time. I'm still on unemployment, so I'll just go there for a few days this week and see what happens.
It sounds like most of what you're doing you can do from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, emailing people, drumming up the business. Yeah. So he's walking around like big man on campus today because he gets to go back. He's got something to do today, and you guys can't fucking come with me.
I get to wear jeans and tennis shoes and stuff, though, so that's cool.
So how many tattoos do you think people are going to get after this that say essential or I'm essential?
I'm wondering if someone's going to name their kid
COVID.
Yeah.
You're going to see people naming their kids COVID because
that's
they make
just
bad
brutal.
Decisions. Yeah.
You're going to get named after a disease.
I don't know. I'm not an essential, so I'm not going to get an essential tattoo. But I'd get something that says non-essential.
No, that's a pretty demeaning term.
Yeah, fuck right it is.
I didn't put much thought into it. I mean, it's just I understand they talk about non-essential business, and obviously we're doing the podcast as the non-essentials, but it wasn't until like yesterday. I'm like, fuck you. What the hell are you talking about?
Right.
I'm non-essential. As far as I'm concerned, I think I still have access to a gun permit. That makes me essential.
Yep.
Imagine having all of those. Like you have between you and your wife, you have 2 businesses, right?
Right.
I mean, and the radio show, that kind of stuff. I have like 4, and they're all non-essential. Like I've made my money by being non-essential, apparently, and I think it changes the way that you look at expanding business or going into a different business moving forward completely. Like I ain't going into anything that's non-essential. I'll tell you that much right now because we get the next fucking strain of chicken pox and we're all locked in our fucking house, I'm gonna have an essential business. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you look up, it's going to be one of those things where if you look up in the dictionary, which nobody has a dictionary, but you do it online, and you look up self-employed, it'll say please see non-essential.
Please see non-essential. Right, they're all non-essential.
Please, it's truly going to basically replace it.
Yeah.
Non-essential is the new self-employed term.
There's other states though that are having, that haven't restricted it quite as much, and I guess it's because we're the third in the nation. But did you watch the? I don't want to go down this rabbit hole, but did you watch the news conference where she's like, "Would you like to get out in 10 days? Stay at home." Like she was like your mom. Like
She said jet skiing.
I know. Would you like the ice cream? Then eat the fucking liver and onions.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, she's all up in her business. She's like, if you want to get out of here in 10 days, you're going to have to stay at home.
She was like Mommy Dearest. No more plastic hangers.
She's crabby. She's not happy about anything. Like somebody's not doing something right. And I saw somebody post the other day, this is like losing recess because one idiot keeps messing up.
This is like losing recess.
Yeah, it's like you've been good all the day, and then one idiot over in the corner keeps messing up, and we lose recess again. You know?
I love that term. We are living a recess-less life.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
we're not getting it because one kid's being an asshole.
Yep.
That's right.
Well, isn't it
That's
like Wisconsin or they weren't as strict and like it just started spreading like crazy? Is that true? I thought I saw something online.
I mean,
It is.
yeah, I imagine that there's repercussions from not having such strict orders, but Michigan has one of the strictest. Virginia, as a matter of fact, I talked to a friend of mine in Virginia yesterday, and he said that they're in until like June 10th.
Yeah.
That's when their stay-at-home order expires. And I guess I tried to think about this in my brain a little bit and decide, would I want the stay-at-home order to be longer and then a possibility of an early cancellation? Or do I want the continuation of what we keep doing? And she's like, I'll give you another 2 weeks. And then you get there and she's like, nope, another 2 weeks. I don't know. I almost think I'd want the June 10th date.
And say, as far as add-on from the 30th, and just go until we can, with the no chance for the most part of it of not having to close up again.
Right. Well,
What
what
you're
he
saying?
did is what the Virginia governor did is right when he came out, he just said, "Bam, June 10th. We're closed till June 10th. Stay in your house
Right.
until June 10th." And
Oh
then,
yeah, instead of this, yeah, I get it. The carrot,
and
the
maybe
carrot,
he'll
the
let
carrot.
up early, right? So you've got that to look for. But you're looking at June 10th no matter what.
Right.
I think she's going to
Yeah.
extend it again, right? For
See, I
another
don't
week
know.
or two. I don't know.
I've
But
been
would've
saying I
rather
thought she
her
would.
Came up with a big ass date in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, and I think she tried to do that. Honestly, not trying to defend her, but she tried to do that. And whatever her parliament or Grand Poobahs or whoever it is that's the government there, I don't even know what the hell they're called. What they said, because she wanted to go 70 days. Remember?
Well, she
wanted to do
extend the emergency act
Right.
for 70 days. But in the beginning, she could have wrote that stay-at-home order for as long as she wanted. That was an executive order that she wrote underneath the emergency.
And then you just get early parole, which would be nice.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
one day
that
she's
would have
like,
been
"You know what?
cooler."
You guys have been doing good. We're gonna have fucking recess today.
Yeah.
That's right.
But no.
Aunt
Well,
Gretchen,
what's she
check
got
your
to stick
bunks.
up
And,
for? But isn't what she's doing? It's starting to taper off a little bit.
Have you been watching fucking CNN down here? What are you
No.
doing down here in the morning?
No, but I thought it's starting to kind of.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I think it's the delivery. I think it's her delivery that gets me all riled up.
Probably.
Because I watched that Cuomo guy in New York, and he's like
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and your comforting dad. Like, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
And when he says it, like, people in New York are, like, praising the way that he's been handling this. And he's handled it very similar to the way that Whitmer's handled it. I think it's just his delivery. And the friend that I talked to in Virginia yesterday said it's unfortunately because he's a guy. I don't know.
That's
You
exactly.
think
That's
so?
my whole point with this. Oh, absolutely. Because it would be she's coming off as kind of a power hungry bitch, but nobody is saying that somebody that's doing something similar is just being an aggressive dick.
Yeah.
Really?
I think that's a problem
and-
with women in general, right? I mean, if you're, what is that saying that says, like, if a woman is bossy, or if a woman is strong and a leader, she's bossy, but if a man is the same way, he's a leader.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's the same thing when you go
too.
to sex. One's a slut and one's a stud, just because for the exact same reasons.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
I
they're
think,
prefer to
and I think
I prefer to be the slut.
And I think that part of that has to do with Midwest, to be honest with you. And I'm not trying to overly bash where I'm living now, but it is definitely, there's still some heavy sexism in